It's here with a dent. I can't find my tripod, so I've got the box here. So it came with a massive dent in it, and that makes me very worried. There it is. Yep, they did a good packing job because it is intact. As you guys can see, it is right here. However, there are a couple things that bug me about it. So first, if I shut it, flip it over, you'll see that most of the markings here, and it's all scratched up all around the case here. Now, that really bugs me, but the good news is I bought a cover, a replacement cover with the markings there and with very minimal dents. So we are going to replace that, and this is probably either going to get sold off or scrapped or recycled, something. Yeah, so this is going to be reset with my user accounts on there and such. And here's what the MacBook Air looks like next to this thing. So you can see, I know it's kind of hard to see here, but here's the MacBook Pro. Here's the MacBook Air. Set that right there. You can see they look very similar to each other. The Pro, though, is obviously much thicker than the Air is. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of things I need to test with this. So as you can see, here we are with the two MacBooks here, and move this little decoration thing out of the way. You can see here's the Pro, here's the Air. This is a 2010, this is a 2014. So yeah, these will both be my main Macs because Catalina cut off support for 32-bit apps, and this Mac doesn't support Catalina. So yeah, beautiful. So let's open this guy up here, if I can open it. Give me a minute. The keyboard's actually pretty nice on it, so you can see it's just user. Here, log in there. So you can see here, we've got all this here, and I love the design of these 2010s. Then you can see there's a couple issues that are going to need fixing. There's a weird smiley face on there. It was written in Sharpie, so that better come off. We have the package here with the charger. I'm going to need to test and see if this works. Hey, so the laptop for whatever reason doesn't stay flat really. It's just kind of weird, but otherwise everything seems to work. I don't see any cracks or anything in unnecessary places. About this Mac should yield good results, I think. Cover the serial number. Here's something that struck me as odd though. It has an 8 gig stick here, and then it's empty on this slot. I'm gonna put the brightness down just a tad bit more. Like you can see that that's like weird. So there are a couple things that I want to tackle here and just ignore. First of all, the MacBook is off, but there is something here that does bother me. There's a weird like smiley face there. You can't actually see it, but there it is. On the corner here, there's a smiley face. I don't know if that was put on by the owner. I don't remember seeing it even in the pictures. But yeah, that's got to be able to come off, or else this is not going to be good. Okay, cool. It is coming off. Yeah, look at that. It's gone. Yes. Yes. Yep, we're gone. I mean, it's never mind. There's a couple of things like in between the keys here. There's a weird spot. I'll get that we'll get that later. There's a couple of things though that I do need to test. I'll just type in the password. This is a temporary password, obviously. And first of all, the computer is not even. Don't know why that is. Like it's not level, which is fine. Now the battery is actually in normal condition. Yeah, normal. So that's good. Siri, I don't have internet. But what I was gonna do is crack open this machine. Actually, what I am gonna do is restart it. Like this, here we go. And just want to clean this display up a little bit. There we go. So you can see that we actually have a problem, and that is we don't have internet recovery at all, which is a problem. Man, the screen's all wet now that I use the Magic Eraser. Yeah, but there's no internet recovery. I mean, there's no recovery. So that is a bit of a problem for me because I did want to reinstall this. I mean, it's probably a clean install, but I'm like, you know what, whatever. You don't know what's on it. So I'll pick our internet here. Give me a moment. So I'm connected. Now how do I start internet recovery? No. Is it Command R? There. So there we go. Internet recovery is going, and sorry, my camera's kind of shaky. So we have options. The thing I'm worried about is on my plastic MacBook, it never succeeded with this. So that's something that does scare me just a tad bit because I don't think High Sierra Macs are supported under internet recovery anymore, but we can try. Choose network. Fine with me. I just put in the password. Password is back in. There we go. So now we just wait. Now what I am going to do quick is test the little power block here. I need to open it first. So I'll move this thing out of the way while it goes. Yeah, what's nice is it actually has a solid state drive, which is really handy actually. Just get rid of some more water. My dogs cannot shut up. So I've got my package here. There we go. And it's in a box. So we've got a box here, and if I'm correct, this is the charger. Okay, so it seems like we've got an Apple logo for some reason, and the charger that they gave was aftermarket. Of course it was. I don't get why people do this, but yeah, the charger that they gave me was an aftermarket replacement, is what it says. Don't know how trustworthy this thing's gonna be, but we'll have to find out, I guess. So what, am I gonna find out that this MacBook isn't legitimate? So it's loading up. I don't think it's booting into recovery. If it was, that would be very surprising, actually. Because I don't think this MacBook actually boots internet recovery. My apologies. Now, if this boots recovery, then that will give me very high hopes that this thing will actually work out for me, because I've never actually succeeded with booting internet recovery. And this is taking a while, so it could be pulling from the internet, but I'm not exactly sure. Hey, stupid bar. Okay, there it goes. I think we were actually booting into recovery. That is amazing, actually. I didn't think that that would happen, because when you're booting into recovery, it always puts the bar. Yep, there we are. We're in recovery. macOS utilities. Yep, there we are. That is beautiful. I honestly was not expecting that. We do need to shut this down now and actually crack open the bottom cover and pull out the hard drive, put in a new one that I was gonna put in there anyways. Just shut this thing down. There we go. So it is off. The little sill light went out and I just right click. So it's time to put the new bottom cover on along with taking the old one off. And it is time to put the new hard drive in. Yes, it's a hard drive, not a solid state, but whatever. Okay. So I've got the MacBook here, and I will be, as you can see here on this side, well, you can't. Now you can. I will be replacing the bottom cover. Now, if you're confused on why I will be doing this, I will show you when I flip the MacBook over. I've got a towel to prevent the top from scratching. Now, if you don't notice this, it's not even showing up really on camera. There's a nick there, there. This is all missing. There's a nick there, nick there, nick there. And I kind of want this thing to be in better condition than that. So I have bought a back, which is a little bit scratched too. It's still pretty, it's not as bad, but it's definitely scratched up, you can see. It's not as bad though. Like there's a little mark here, there's some things here. Yeah, there's some imperfections, but the cover is still nevertheless a lot better in condition. I might buy another cover to even replace this one. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do just yet though. So yeah, I never grabbed any screwdrivers because I'm an idiot and forgot. Oh, that was bad. So yeah, I'll make sure I grab those quick. Okay, got my screwdriver kit and it already has the correct bit on there. So there we go. Here's the bottom cover. And there's the SSD. How nice. Yeah, how often do you hear someone replacing their HDD with an SD? Now the HDD that I have here has a lot of important data on there that I don't want to screw with. So I want to make sure that everything's backed up. So it's got first of all, it's got a bunch of macOS installers. Now what I might do is partition this disk to have macOS and then the installers, and then I might obviously here's the original cover with a bunch. It has some dings on it, scratches. Much happier with the cover that I bought for 20 bucks. That doesn't have any of that. I hate these screws. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's already being stripped. That's the thing, is that these things suck. Or it's strip. It's not, I always call it strip. It's not correct the way I the way I interpret it. Yeah, I always say it strips it. It's not correct. I know that, but I've replaced hard drives in MacBooks before. Never a MacBook Pro though. I was just thinking, like, I only own a Mac Pro. That is the only Mac that I own. Like, it was weird to think about, or with the Pro name in it. Then I realized that I'm an idiot because I just bought this. So this little hard drive thing will come out. Yep, like that. Here we go. There. This SSD is made of plastic. Ugh, it's kind of cheap. It weighs like nothing. So what I might do, like right here, there's an installer on here that has some data. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I got my mini little adapter here to let me transfer stuff over. But listen to this. That's plastic. That is garbage. I don't know if it's gonna show up. There's no activity light on here. No, there it is. Okay, now let's nuke the thing. Thank you, Taylor. Let's see. Would you like to add a volume or partition the device? Would you? No, I want a partition. There we go. Add 2 partitions. There we go. So now what I need to do is pull the cover off. Oh, the MacBook's upside down. Oh, that's beautiful. If I'm correct, the battery still has a charge if I push the little button. Yeah. However, I do need to unplug it. There. Now, I need to unscrew. Hard disks now can go in. And it can plug in like this. Let me see. Yeah, my MacBook needs... Stop reminding me about my homework. There. There we go. All 4 are in. Okay, that is in. There's still the one slot that's empty bugs me, and I'm curious if it suffers a problem known as, well, there's no real, excuse me, there's not really an official name for it, but it's where the RAM connectors start to disconnect from the actual board itself. I knew that this would be a problem. Oh, the feet fell off. Oh boy. Yeah, the cover that I just bought, look at that. One of the feet fell off. The good news is, though, is that's not a problem, as it looked like it was going to fall off, first of all, and second of all, I kind of just figured it would. But the good news is the old cover has the feet. I knew that that would be a problem, but I didn't know when that would be a problem. Apparently these had replacement feet on them. Yeah, I was like wondering, I want one with rubber. That's plastic, that's rubber, that's plastic, that's okay. The good news is that there is one rubber foot on here that is actually made of rubber. It's not staying on. The only rubber foot that I have that's extra won't stay on. As you can see, we've got the MacBook Pro somewhat assembled. I don't really have the screws in currently. And I forgot to put in the hard drive screws. That's fine, I'll get those in later. Okay, cool. That's just the bottom plate. Grr, password. Now, this doesn't actually act like the newer internet recoveries. The globe will spin like this, obviously. But what's interesting about that, though, is that while the globe like spins and stuff, it will eventually just switch to an Apple logo, unlike the new ones that just show the progress bar underneath. Oh, there we go. Does the brightness work? No, it's kind of dim, but that's fine. Disk utility. So now I can erase the entire drive, change the name, macOS extended, APFS. I want to have another Mac with APFS working, so I mean, might as well. There we go. Erase process is complete. Reinstall macOS. macOS High Sierra. To set up the installation, click continue. I did. There we go. I agree. There we go. macOS Sierra, or macOS High Sierra will be installed on the Disk Macintosh HD.
Screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use voice.
Thank you. Yeah, I just need to set up my stuff here. Yeah, I'm a US person. There we go. You won't see this with every feature. It's the data and privacy screen. Continue. No, this is a new Mac. Okay, here's where all my information comes in. Okay, it's now bugging me about the terms. So I will make sure that I agree to all of these. I agree. Yes, I agree. I have not read them, but I agree. Here we are, setting up the account for my iCloud, because I use that all the time. Siri, I want to customize these. Enable, tick. I always just want to check. Yeah, that's fine. It's a real Mac, so that's why I enable this stuff. Like if I use like a Hackintosh or a virtual machine or even an unsupported Mac, I don't enable those. Siri, yes, Siri. I use Siri all the time. This is like weirdly enough taking me back to like the school MacBooks. No, I don't want to do that. No, don't upgrade. But this is weirdly enough just taking me back to like the school MacBooks because they have you set up Siri that does this. Yeah, it feels like a school computer, even though it's mine, technically. I mean, it is mine. There's no technically about that. Yeah, setting up your Mac. Yeah, we are almost done. Here we are. Woohoo! Everything's in. Everything works. Drives Untitled. What is up here? Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.